Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz and I'm going vegan while doing things a little extra each time. And today we're making lettuce wraps. To a preheated skillet over medium-high heat, I'm going to add half a package of Impossible meat. You can use any meat substitute of your choice. I just prefer Impossible meat. It works really, really well in this recipe. And what you want to do is break it apart into little crumbles. Once you've gotten your meat broken down into finer crumbles, then you can go and do a little bit of pre-seasoning. This is just an optional additional step that I like to do. By all means, you can skip it. I'm going to add just a little bit of the Trader Joe's umami seasoning, as I typically do if you've seen any of my other meaty recipes. I just think it really helps bring out that like beefy flavor in the plant-based meat. I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic powder. We are going to be adding actual garlic powder later, but I'm going to add just a little bit now anyway. And then give that a stir. And it's at this point where just as some of the crumbles are starting to get brown on them, that we can go ahead and add our filling ingredients. Starting with 1/4 of an onion finely diced, and then 1 larger garlic clove minced. And I'm going to get these two stirred together first. And then after your onions and garlic have sweated in the pan with the meat for about 30 seconds, you can go ahead and add your other fillings, which are small diced carrots as well as radish, which if you don't like radish, can't find radish, don't want to use radish, feel free to sub in chopped water chestnuts. This is my sub for water chestnuts because they're harder for me to find, and it still provides you that same awesome crunch. You can also add shredded cabbage here as well, but since we'll be turning these into lettuce wraps, I didn't want to throw in another lettuce element, so I just went with this. You can also sub in some peanuts if you don't have a nut allergy and you want it to be like kung pao. And you can go ahead and keep that heat on low to medium low, just because you really want to start sweating out the radish and the carrots so that they break down a little bit and they still have a crunch, but they're not just completely raw. And then after another couple of minutes, when the vegetables have had a chance to soften just a little bit, as you can see, I don't know if you can really tell, but some of the radishes have turned slightly translucent. Then we can go ahead and start adding in our seasonings and kind of build up a little bit of a, not like a full-on sauce, but, you know, basically the equivalent. And so for that, we're going to do a tablespoon of soy sauce. About 2 tablespoons of seasoned rice wine vinegar. Maybe even like 2.5. And then like half of a tablespoon, kind of, yeah, start with that much, of dark soy sauce. If you don't have dark soy sauce, you can sub in hoisin. It will just make everything a little bit sweeter. Smells so good. like salty, but with that vinegary tang behind it. And you can give it a bit of a taste. Perfect. And then the last bit that I like to add is just a splash of sesame oil. Not a lot, because you really don't want it to detract from all the other seasonings that we just put. And that just really brings it together. And you can continue to cook this over relatively low heat until everything kind of binds together to your liking. I still like to leave a little bit of crunch, but as you can see, again, now at this point, most of the radishes have turned like all completely translucent. So that's pretty good for me, but it bakes down into this just pretty homogeneous mixture. Everything is pretty evenly sized, and that's what you want when you bite into a lettuce wrap. At least that's how I want it, so that you don't have random things just spilling everywhere. And then off the heat, you can stir in as many green onions as you would like. But that's it. That's our easy lettuce wrap mixture. We are ready to take this off the heat, fold in our onions, and then get this plated. And just a reminder, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you're notified when new videos go up. Now, before plating, if you're someone like me who has trouble with lettuce wraps, my biggest annoyance with them is that you try to like fold and then they snap like that and everything just falls apart because the lettuce gets a hole in it. What you can do is flip it upside down and then run your knife along the stem, just as you would for like kale. And then you're gonna find that now the lettuce is pliable and can be folded with no problems. I hope you enjoy. If you try this recipe, please let me know. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you're notified when new videos go up. I make new videos all the time. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.